Am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life?
You don't get the friend label unless I feel like we would actually be friends.
I'm doing my best to. Am I surrounding myself by people that add value to my life? Yeah, the people who don't, I don't think they typically stay long.
I think in the past I wasn't looking at it as adding value to somebody's life.
You don't even really have to go out your way to meet people, because when you're being yourself, the people who are for you are going to be there, and the people who aren't for you are going to
disappear.
Yeah.
Sometimes adding value is just being able to listen to somebody. And because most people haven't been listened to for longer than 5 minutes. It could be just me simply listening, paying attention, just being around.
I never heard sisters before misters. So
sisters before misters.
Get on my motherfucking face.
Please.
Push the goddamn button.
Action.
Alright. Today's question. Am I surrounding myself with people who add value to my life? Who wants to go first? You! Second round.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, no,
You got it.
I insist.
I think so. I feel like I've kind of always added people that added value to my life in one way or another. So I hope that's not a cop out. But I feel like I do in general. Like, I feel like you don't get the friend label unless I feel like we would actually be friends.
So what? Okay, I got a follow-up question, but I want you to answer first.
You gonna answer too?
Yeah.
Or ask the question one more time?
We just started. That's crazy.
Are you surrounding yourself with people who add value to your life?
I'm doing my best to. Am I surrounding myself by people that add value to my life? Yeah, the people who don't, I don't think they typically stay long.
Okay. My answer is yes, I'm intentionally surrounding myself with people who add value to my life. So my follow-up question is, what dictates if they add value or not? What does that mean? What does that look like?
I feel like everybody serves a different purpose in your life. So some people, the way they add value is based on your goal. Another person could be based on your well-being. It just depends on what area of your life they're adding value to.
Okay.
I can agree with that. I just feel like everybody that's in my life that has value in some way, shape, or form. I just feel like you wouldn't be here if you didn't. Now, I mean, I think everybody's contribution is different. I agree with what both of y'all said. I think that I was trying to think if there was anybody that did not add value to my life, that was in my life. But I agree, everybody serves a different purpose. What do you guys value?
My life.
my life in the sunshine. That was what I was about to say.
All right. So what do I value? I do value my life, my creativity. I value the people that's in my life.
But in order for people to add value to your life, like what do you value, or I guess what do you value in relationships? Did we talk about this already last week? No? Okay, so what do you value in a relationship?
What do you value in a relationship?
That's a good question. What do you value in a relationship?
You guys are funny. I mean, I can answer if you want me to. But
I'll answer.
Okay.
Then you can answer. What I value in a relationship, I think that some relationships are, the value of that relationship might be to make me laugh. Some relationships are to, like you said, check on your well-being. Those are things that I do value. I think I value understanding and seeing the whole of a person. And those are things that I value in my relationship. People will show up in different ways, but I think that us being vulnerable with one another and us being able to be our full selves in each other's presence is something that I value in my relationships. That's good. I like that. Thank you. Worked hard on it.
I value a lot of the same stuff. And it's in relationships in particular, of course, honesty, but I really like perspectives. I'm really a big perspective guy. I just think I like understanding how people think, how they got to where they are, and just seeing how people operate. I think that's one of my favorite things about just relationships, and of course where we connect, but where we disconnect as well. Because it's like, all right, well, you like this, but you don't like this. Mm-hmm. Why don't you like that? Because in my head, I'll be like, all right, if we both like the Knicks, I'm assuming you're gonna like the Giants just all for the strength. But it's like nah, actually, I like the Falcons. And you're like, hold on, why do you like the? And it's just those little things that I appreciate. And outside of that, yeah, I'll just keep it in the relationship. I value honesty, perspective, communication, just life, you know.
I like how you put it into a list. I didn't really have a list, but I like that. What about you? Circling back.
The question that we're answering is, what do we value in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
I value good energy.
Mm.
That's a big thing. Good energy, being able to think for yourself, respect, honesty as well, good energy.
You had a list too.
It's boy math.
I see. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Mine didn't come out on the list. So y'all imagine I said a list too. I don't feel like putting it in a list. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, so how do you guys determine? I mean, it might be obvious, but how do you determine who doesn't add value at this point in your life?
It just don't align. Like, it just doesn't align with you. I'll be able to feel it. This isn't gonna work out. So yeah, it's misalignment. That's the word I was looking for.
For me, I think that, how am I able to tell now? I agree misalignment, but I also feel like misalignment is actually a really huge thing. Like, you talking to somebody, but they're just like this disconnect, and maybe you see it, but they don't see it, and you're like, I don't know about this. But I think also right now I'm in a stage of life where people are also eliminating themselves. Like, or maybe it might be that we just simply grow apart or whatever, but people are eliminating themselves.
When you said that, all I heard was ejectocito, cuz. That's all I heard.
But yeah, that's what's happening though. Like, it's really like, I think early on now, I'm seeing that it's like, oh, okay. Cause I think I would like to think that I'm pretty good at reading people for the most part, or getting an idea of who people are. And of course, I'm not always going to know the whole story of everybody, but it'd be like sometimes in the little things, or like might be in a joke that you tell that I'm like, you joking, but like the fact that you feel like that could be joked about is kind of cringy. I think you're out of here. So yeah, that type of stuff I would say.
Word. I think misalignment is a good word for it. I definitely think so. I feel like the misalignment comes from a disconnect in how we view the world more so than anything. Mm-hmm. I think some of it could be just extreme selfishness. Some of it could be just morally, like morally, I wouldn't do certain things that you would do, or it'll be like this interaction. It's helpful because it's helping me know what I do and don't like, but this interaction is showing me more of like, I'm this kind of person and you're that kind of person. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think sometimes I don't have to be around people that I don't want to be around. And I think that comes with understanding alignment, misalignment, all of that good stuff.
And I think in that way, everybody brings value. to your life. Like all of the interactions that you have a lot of times bring some type of value to your life, whether you realize it or not, just because you do get a chance to not only get insight into other people, but you kind of get insight into yourself. Excuse me. And like what you value and the type of person that you desire to be or the type of person that you are. Because if you're never presented with the opposite, you never really get the chance to know that, oh, there's this type of personality and there's this type of personality. And you, I don't know, you start to get a chance to choose to see. You don't have to, but you get to see yourself more. So I think in that way, everybody brings value. I think who you are actually deciding to surround yourself with will determine the type of value that you get on a more consistent basis. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I feel that. It's in my head, I'm thinking, it's like if you got a cup, some people gonna fill your cup with Hennessy, some people gonna fill your cup with some alkaline water. You know what I'm saying? Now that's okay to have to hit a little splish and splash, but I don't want Hennessy every day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
some people want Hennessy every day.
Yes, and for those people,
that's fine.
that you can, here you go. You know what I'm saying? But
you're not one of those
yeah,
people.
I'm not one of the people that, nah, need a splash. If I'm getting a splash, it's a splash here and there. That's it. We don't need 24/7. It's 7 a.m. We don't need no Hennessy right now.
Or shout out to the Henny boys. Y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah. I definitely agree. How often do you guys find that you're letting go of people who don't have the value that you would want typically? I can rephrase that question a little bit better, but
Yeah, one time.
How often do you find that you're getting rid of people who aren't aligned with you in that way?
I feel like it happens naturally. I don't think it's a thing of, yeah, we can't be cool no more because you not in alignment with what I got going on. It don't be like that. It just happens. Like, I mean, people don't talk anyway, so I feel like a lot of times it's a thing of you just not speaking anymore. It just happens. Like y'all just go y'all separate ways. It's not a thing of a lot of men. I don't know women. I feel like we had a brief part of this conversation before, but it's not a thing of, hey, bro, you know, we not in alignment no more. When we was younger, we was good, but or maybe a couple weeks ago we was good, but ever since you started pouring Henny in my cup, I can't really get with that no more. So you gotta go. It just be a thing of, again, people don't be like, hey, what's good, bro, every day or every week, like checking in typically. So it just be like it just fizzles out.
So I don't think it's like a frequency thing. I don't think that it happens at a certain intervals, but I know that for me now I'm actually learning to let go of people more often, more swiftly. So I think before I was holding on to people that didn't align with me, or even if I felt like they didn't add value to my life, for too long. Like I was holding on to them for too long. So now I'm just in a space where it's like, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. So yeah, I'm like, it's fine. We don't gotta ever speak again. I'm okay. I do. So most people, even women, we don't usually sit down and be like, I feel like, you know, we're not seeing the world the same no more. I think that depends on the people, like the person. If the person comes to you and is like, they value this thing or they want this thing to get better, that's like a conscious choice of the individual. But that doesn't happen in most cases. Most cases, it is the situation where y'all just stop talking. And that's it. So I think that that's the thing where me and Kayla Ray were talking about this a few months ago, where we were saying women aren't taught to value their friendships in the same ways that they're taught to value their romantic relationships. So, but maybe the same thing goes for Men, I don't know.
I don't think we were taught to value any relationship.
Any relationship at all?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the whole.
I mean, bros before hoes.
Yeah, that's a priority thing. That's what, and I think that's where a lot of guy friendships end up lasting because of little silly stuff like that, like bros before hoes, and it's like it's silly, but that's kind of how it was, at least for me. That's how I was told when I was growing up. And it was like, but I'm still friends. This people that I'm not friends with anymore, but a lot of my guy friends I'm still friends with because it's like it was never that deep. And I don't know, maybe it's a guy thing, but a lot of stuff is like it's not really that deep unless you like unless you're trying to like swing at my mother or something crazy, like unless you're doing something that's really vile. We just fizzle out, and it's not usually like a extreme cutoff. It's like where I just don't see you no more, bro. Like it's just.
Who told you bros before hoes?
That's just what I heard.
You just
in
heard
the
it.
Atmosphere.
Unwritten rule.
Yeah, you just don't.
I mean, like I've heard it a lot, but I didn't know who. I just didn't know somebody sat you down and was like, "Listen, man, bros before hoes."
I feel like the only time you hear that is if somebody is like getting really attached in their relationship, or it'll be somebody, I don't know. It'll be if you see like one of your friends is getting really attached in a relationship, and it's like they don't want to be like, "Hey, you're not hanging out with the homies no more." It's like, "Hey, yo, bro, what's going on with you, man?" And I feel like that's what I've heard more so in my life than bro, you don't talk to me like that no more. Like that just don't. I'm just not getting that. That's just not the conversation.
Did anyone sit you down and say bros before hoes? No, just heard it in the atmosphere. Interesting. I never heard sisters before misters. So
sisters before misters.
Yeah,
Man,
they didn't tell me that. So I think
You didn't hear it in the atmosphere.
nah. I think I might have made that up. I don't know. I might have heard it once. I don't know. But I think that a lot of times women are taught to value their romantic relationships. We romanticize, growing up having the fairy tale wedding and lifestyle and blah blah blah, and they lived happily ever after. But we're not really taught. We're taught, I think, the value of friendship when we're like kids, but not like the value of maintaining your actual friendships, even past like you having romantic relationships, but still making time for your friends. Like I didn't hear anything about that. So yeah.
I got another question. Is the criteria that you use to determine who's adding value now different than it was before? So when you were in your early 20s?
I don't know if there's like a particular criteria. I think that in before, this is what I realized from some conversations that we've had, is that I was just like, I guess, picking friends from like what was available. Like I was never going out of my way to like make friends or anything like that. The most I would do would be like play a sport. And then, all right, these are the people I'm cool with, I'm hanging out with, I'm talking to, because we got practice later. But, so I don't know that I had a criteria before, other than like, good vibes. Maybe we like one or two of the same things. I don't know that I really had a criteria. Mm-hmm. I think now I know I am more knowledgeable of who I am. So there are certain things that I'm just not willing to necessarily put up with. But certain things you don't know until you know. So I don't know that I have a specific criteria about like, okay, a friend is bop, 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 bop. We need to talk this amount. We need to do this amount of things. We need to blah, blah, blah. We need to both see the world in this way. Because I have friends that see the world completely different than I do. And it's very entertaining. So, yeah, I don't know that I actually have like a set criteria.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a criteria either. But I also know it takes time. So you could go out your way to meet people because you think they're this way, but then when you actually meet them or spend time with them, they're the complete opposite. So it's just like trial and error until you find your people. And I would say the more you show up as yourself, people will eliminate themselves. So you don't even really have to go out your way to meet people, because when you're being yourself, the people who are for you are going to be there, and the people who aren't for you are going to
disappear.
Yeah.
Do you have a criteria?
Nah, it's just an internal thing that I just be knowing, like y'all was talking about. I've always been able to spot people who I would be friends with just off the rip. I don't know what it is. Could just be just the vibe. My vibe reader be on 10, but it's like I can almost always tell like me and you would click outside of this whatever scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not a lot of people that I see that with. So when I see people with everybody else, it's gonna sound bad, but it feel like fluff, like we're not really having real conversation. And then I'll run into somebody in whatever scenario I'm in. I'll be like, we would be cool outside of this.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can tell that we would be cool outside of this, then usually I'm right. I haven't. Yeah, I mean, I've just been some times where I'm like, all right, you a little. I thought you was one kind of way, but usually what happens is if that occurs, it's because I ignored something that I noticed early on. So I noticed something, I'm like, nah, let me leave that alone. But it's
you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna mention something about that. I was gonna say, even though I don't have like a criteria, I'm very in tune to like the red flags, the early on red flags, the little things that people say and do that I would ignore previously, because I'm like, it's not that deep, that was just joking. But like now I'm like, oh nah, you was joking, but like you serious, low key. Like that's how you actually feel. That was a joke, but like that's not funny.
Yeah, all jokes be having seriousness to them. That was one thing I was gonna say. Another thing I was gonna say was I don't give people the benefit of the doubt no more. I stopped doing that 2026. Just because I used to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, I'll try to put me on people, and it don't work like that. Like if you think the sky is red, you think the sky is red. Like I'm not gonna say, nah, they probably just woke up. That could have been a dream. No. You said what you said. You said what you said. And you believed it. So I'm going to believe it too. Go ahead.
But then I think from there, it's also a thing where it's like, does this matter to me? Like, then I have to decide, does it matter that you just made that joke? Or is that something that I could just bypass? Because if it's a thing where, okay, you made that joke and, okay, I noticed it, but it's not that big of a deal, then all right, cool. But if it's something that for me is like, all right, now I'm kind of questioning your morals, then it's like, now I got to decide if I would want to move forward with being cool with you, even just on a basic level, just literally just being cool with you. Like, do I even want to give you my actual phone number outside of this?
Yeah.
Or you just getting the Instagram or the TikTok or something. And I don't even be on social media, so.
I was going to say, I think one thing that and I said this to you guys before, but a huge tell for me is seeing how people act or react when they don't get their way. And whenever I see how you act when you don't get your way, that be telling everything, because it's like you got told no, and now anybody can get it, or now you extra rude to somebody who don't have anything to do with this, and it's like, oh, okay, I see, or you might be trying to connive after. It's like, oh, nah, you said no, all right, I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, and it's like, that usually shows me more than when you're in a great mood, because when you're in a great mood, of course, you're doing everything right. That's cool, but when stuff isn't going your way, do you still hold true to whatever morals or whatever ideas that you said you were gonna hold true to? If you don't, then it's like, all right, cool, I know what kind of time it is, and I see a lot of that. And it's not even like I'm trying to find it. Like, somebody might lie about something, and I'm not going out of my way to find out that they lied about something. Somebody brings some other information to me, and I'll be like, what? That's crazy that you said that because they just.
I be having all the information. And you know I got them. And then he's still gonna lie to me.
Yeah, it'd be
I
crazy.
was like, wow.
Yeah, it'd be crazy to me.
Slap your mother.
Well, yeah, it just be stuff like that, and again, I think because I'm not presenting like I'm not trying to expose nobody, so I'm not presenting like, hey, I'm trying to see you got chinks in your arm and you doing this, you secretly taking people's birthday candles off their cake or something. Like, I'm not looking for you to do that, but sometimes people will bring stuff to me and I'll be like, I don't know why they brought that information to me, but now that I got this information, oh, you was lying. That's crazy.
Thank you for bringing this.
I'm like, I appreciate that, because it'd be like little stuff that I'm like, wow, you didn't need to lie about that one. I don't get what the purpose of that lie is. Like, some people like lie about stuff where it's like they're being embarrassed about stuff, but it'd be like, this isn't even embarrassing. Like, this was just unnecessary. Like, what was the point of this? And stuff like that usually be rubbing me the wrong way.
And I didn't even need this information.
I didn't.
So you didn't have to tell me anything. You just chose to lie to me, just because.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it'd be like I'll go somewhere and they'd be like, I'm not asking them nothing. They'd be like, yeah, man, I just drove a Hellcat to work today, man. I just had to get, my last car just got to a little accident, so I drove a Hellcat. And then one of their friends would be like, yeah, we actually rode bikes here today, man. And I'd be like, there was no reason for you to. I didn't even ask you what car you drove. Like, why did you do that? And it'd be stuff like that. And I'd be like, all right, I'm cool. Like, that's just not necessary.
yeah,
That's just me though.
them red flags, they be flagging.
They be flagging.
They do. But I think I do need to pay attention more to how people act when they don't get their way. Because I think that, I don't know, I be laughing so then I don't be really paying attention, because I guess I don't take note of it because I'm laughing, because I'm like, this don't make no sense. Why is this happening?
Yeah, either that or when somebody does something wrong and they don't own up to the fact, like, you did this wrong, but you like, I'm gonna just die on this hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, bro, it
ain't that deep.
And you know I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know I know this is. But stuff like that, I'll be like, all right, cool. But I appreciate them for being them, because they show me who I don't want around me. Because otherwise I wouldn't know that people do that, and then I wouldn't know that there's a difference between what I'm doing and what they're doing.
Or even who you don't want to be.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because sometimes I be seeing stuff and I be like, oh man, like it just be like, I wouldn't want to do that. Especially like with the lying stuff, to lie to people, it take a lot of effort. You gotta be, I am creative, but you gotta be like very creative. You gotta keep up with it. Especially if you telling random people to lie, you gotta know who you told to lie to. You gotta make sure your friend know to lie so that your friend don't come in and tell them that y'all rode bikes. It'd be too much. A lot of coordinating.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all doing to ensure that y'all around people, or y'all attract people who add value to your life?
You was about to answer.
Oh, I thought you might have had some. To make sure that I'm attracting people that add value,
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally just, I realize that I can only control me. I can only better myself. I can only make sure that I'm doing my best to add value to the world. I can't control if other people are doing so. So I'm a firm believer in you are what you attract. So I'm working on me being able to be the best version of myself and put my best foot forward in all areas of my life. So then I can attract people who are doing the same.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of it is bettering myself, and also I think being willing to give what I can, and I think that's really a bigger thing, because sometimes adding value is just being able to listen to somebody, and because most people haven't been listened to for longer than 5 minutes, so it could be just me simply listening, paying attention, just being around, but not giving more than is mine to give, but give all that I can and just better myself. And I think those two things is how I attempt to give as much value as possible. What about yourself, young sir?
Same as y'all. Just being the best version of me, self-mastery, read my books, meditate. Just enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, show up how I want to show up. And by doing that, I will attract the people who's supposed to be there. I'm not in a space where I'm trying to make friends or trying to connect with people. I'm just showing up as me.
I'm just living my life, and
Life
I'll
is
meet the
golden.
people.
That's all I heard in my head too. I'm not gonna lie. You can go ahead too. My bad.
I'll meet the people along the way who are supposed to be a part of my journey or a part of my life. So I agree. Like, I just want to enjoy my life right now. I'm not actively like, oh, let me go find friends. The friends will come. I just want to focus on me having fun in my life, because I spent a lot of days focused on work with my head down, and I want to spend more days enjoying the things and the people that I value. My voice cracked a little bit, but y'all know what I said.
I was gonna ask, on the flip side, have you ever been in a situation where you were a person that wasn't contributing value to somebody else?
Maybe.
I'm perfect.
Ah!
Not contributing value. I think I would say it worked both ways.
I was about to say, maybe when I was born, I don't know if I was adding
That's
value to my
crazy.
parents. Say, nah, I'm playing. I enhanced their
Not
lives.
value. That's a good question. I'm gonna say like, a part of me want to say yeah, because if somebody's not adding value to me, life is a mirror, so I'm not adding value to somebody. But also, me being me, I know in some type of way, people only be around me because I add some type of value, whether it's just like morally. I don't be wilding, so if you around me, we not about to be wilding. So a part of me want to say, because I'm not the person who just be around people. Like, I wasn't just inserting myself into everybody's life. Like, you have to be a certain person for me to insert myself into your life.
Mm-hmm.
So a part of me want to say yeah, but me being me, it might be ego speaking. I'm gonna say no. So we're gonna go with ego today.
I'm gonna say there probably were people that I wasn't adding value to. They didn't tell me, but looking at how, I don't know, we no longer speak, or even just the fact that, like he was saying, if they weren't adding value to my life, then it's possible that I wasn't adding value to theirs. And or maybe I wasn't adding the value that they needed in their life as they were moving forward. So I'm gonna say yeah, probably. Nobody has sat me down and was like, you know what, you're not adding value to my life.
That's crazy. All I see in my head is just somebody saying that. So this is your resume of value, and you haven't added value since 2015.
So I'm gonna
it's a long time.
Gonna have to move on. Nobody said that, but I mean, I think the vibes are there to know. Like, but I think in the past I wasn't looking at it as adding value to somebody's life.
Or are you looking at it?
I think I was just looking at it like, we not really connecting. Like, or I feel like, or it might have been relationships where I felt like I'll keep reaching out to you, you ain't reaching out to me. And maybe that was because I wasn't adding value to their life. Or maybe we don't have nothing to talk about. Like, that's how I was looking at it. Not necessarily in the perspective of adding value to somebody's life. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Probably. What about you?
Yeah, I think so. Ego aside,
because my ego would have been like, just like Brother Breeze, but ego aside, I think so, because I've come to grips that you're unfortunately you're gonna be the villain in somebody's story, right? You the bad guy to somebody. So right, whether or not you are actually the bad guy is up to God, you know. But I think at some point there was most likely somebody who I wasn't adding value to, and they same thing. They didn't sit me down and was like, "Hey, bro, I'm looking at the Carfax."
The last time you added value was when we did the song together back in 09. We had the YouTube going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Since then, I ain't hear from you.
Yeah, nah, I haven't been sat down like that.
You
That's
ain't
crazy.
been praying for it.
Oh, Breeze been sat down like that. You ain't been praying for me.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I know it. I can feel it.
Said I not. And when it went down like that, I know how my angels be praying. That's crazy. My praying warriors.
You ain't adding no value. You ain't prayed since 1997. Why wasn't I in your prayers?
That was funny.
Oh man, but yeah, I definitely think there's definitely been people who I probably haven't added value to, and I hope that y'all have gotten value from somebody else, because maybe I wasn't meant to add that kind of value to your life. Maybe I'm meant to add a different kind of value, just to show you that there's a different option or whatever the case may be. But have y'all felt the way in those times? Like, would you feel the way if somebody did sit you down and was like, "Hey, yo, bro, I feel like you ain't adding value," or "Hey, you ain't been adding value like you need to be adding value"?
And if they use those words,
yeah, I would
definitely
definitely
feel the way.
Value. What you do? like how you add value to me? Sit me down. Got the nerve, got the audacity to try to tell me I ain't adding value. What your value look like?
Let's pull up your Carfax.
I was about to say that.
Pull up your Carfax, man. You ain't got an oil change in weeks. Yeah.
I would probably react in that same way initially. Like, if they sat me down and used those words, I would probably feel like that. But I mean, if I was sat down and like had a conversation of like, "Hey, things ain't the same. They just not the same. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's a disconnect here." I think it will be weird, but it will be respectable. At this stage in my life. If this was like 5 years ago, I would be pissed off. Like, what you mean?
Why?
Because like, I would be like, I'm a great friend. I wasn't that great of a friend in the past. I'm not. I'll be like, I'm great. Like, what you mean? Like, you ain't hit me up. I was sending the positive messages. I was checking in on you. You wasn't checking in on me. But at this age, like I said earlier, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. So
You said that earlier?
I
Yeah,
did.
she did. She sang it and everything, man.
I sang it.
It's all good, man. It's been an episode.
But yeah. So I think at this age, I might be more confused at first, and I'll probably ask some questions like, "What do you mean? What were you looking for?" Yeah, you're right. I wasn't doing that. So, like, what were you expecting? Like, what type of value was you even expecting from me? Because you might have been expecting something because you were thinking that I was this type of person, and I'm actually not that type of person. Or you hoped that I would be this type of person. Because, everybody got different perceptions of who we are based off of the settings that they see us in. And where they meet us and what they do with us, and like maybe this was my party friend and I ain't in the partying phase and they still in the partying phase. They might feel like I'm not adding value, and I'm like, neither are you. I don't want to go to the club.
I was gonna ask because you just made me think of a question. Has your expectations of your friends changed over the years?
I tried to make them change, but nah, I still want all-purpose friends. I was thinking about this the other day.
All-purpose.
Yeah, so
I remember that.
like my friends, we could go to the club together. We could go to church together. We could go on a hike together, drive to another state together. We do everything together. Eat dinner, go to a restaurant. How you doing? I'm good. How you? I'm good. Go play pickleball. I never played pickleball. I heard it's fun though.
Mom be playing that.
No word.
She got a whole pickleball set.
Oh, I seen the set.
Yeah. Yeah, you should go play pickleball with her.
Pickleball like the big tennis?
Yeah.
I mean, baby tennis?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I think
it's
that's
a racket.
I'll be thinking of that, and maybe I was thinking shuffleboard. Yeah, shuffleboard.
I like shuffleboard too.
All of them sports, that one, the beanbag, all of them, all of the names, I'd be getting them all. They in the same pool for me.
Oh, okay.
They're a group of friends, you know. They you know what I'm saying? They add value over there. They're not the. I mean, maybe they'll add value later, but.
He's like, shuffleboard. Oh man, come on, let me get my shuffleboard shoes. Oh, sucker now.
That's crazy.
What was the question?
Has your expectations of your friends changed?
I don't think my expectations have changed. I think that what I need from my friends have changed.
Wouldn't that be the same thing?
No. I don't. It's not like this isn't necessarily what I can't expect this from you if you didn't if I didn't communicate it to you.
Okay.
So like the off the rip expectation of what a friend should be like, I don't necessarily. Those haven't shifted, right? Or I guess actually maybe they have a teens, but I think that what I'm looking for has shifted, or what I need from my friends have changed, and the way that I communicate that has changed. So maybe I think yep, because I expect things to be communicated back to me as well. I don't think I expected anything from my friends before, to be honest. I don't know that I was expecting anything besides like texting here and there, or seeing them every day, or I guess yep, they've changed. They have definitely changed, actually. But I also don't expect the same thing from all of my friends. It's not like a general expectation, because everybody's in different places in their lives. Everybody's in different like careers. Everybody got different bandwidths. Some people got kids, some people don't. Some people got really demanding jobs. Some people don't. Some people I talk to every few months. Some people I talk to every week. So it's like it's not a one size fits all expectation. I think maybe I used to have one size fits all expectation. Now I'm like, hey, this is what I need more from you. This is what I need more from you. And if you are not able to do that, I mean, that's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, I need to talk to them people more.
Yeah, I think mine have changed too. Not actually. Hold on, let me think about this. Probably they actually might not have changed, because I mean I've had a lot of all-purpose friends as well, or that was the aim for all-purpose friends and stuff. But I do know the dynamics have changed for some, because some people, they value different things more so than I do. So I don't think my expectation of our friendship has changed, but I do know the dynamics for some have changed. So I'm just kind of like deciding how I want to move and how we're moving as a unit as when it comes to friends and stuff.
Do you feel like your expectations need to change because the dynamics have changed? You need to go in and update the file.
Ejectocito.
But maybe I need to update the filing. But I mean, I think for me in general with my friends, I think the only thing that I expect is that everybody's gonna grow, and I expect that maybe the next time I meet you, you might not be the exact same person. So I do my best to give you the grace to know that you might not be the same person. So when I meet you, it feels like, at least initially, when we chop it up again, it's like, all right, are we still in the same area? I just hope that you are doing the same thing for me. So like, I'm giving you the space and the opportunity to have grown since the last time we talked. I hope that you do that for me. And I think that's pretty much the baseline that I'll be expecting. Everything else, like, I don't expect people to call me. It'd be nice. Can't lie, it'd be nice. But I just don't expect certain stuff. Or, I mean, there are some stuff like I don't expect disrespect and other stuff. But for the most part, I think they've relatively stayed the same. I'm just seeing how people have changed.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because we're all talking about this, I'm just thinking, how on earth do you make friends when nobody establishes what anybody wants out of a friendship off the rip? Like, I'm just thinking about how we just kind of just go in on vibes, and it's like, word, but it's like, I don't want to go in there with a PowerPoint and being like, hey, this is the 10 things that I expect out of a friend. So it's just like, that just feels weird. I don't know. It's just, how do we ever expect to do it? I don't know.
I think that's the weird thing about friendships as an adult, because I think when we're kids, we're not really expecting much. We're just expecting, playtime. That's what I expect out of my friends, is to be able to play with you. But as we get older, I might be expecting to be able to come to your house every now and then. I might be expecting to talk, like call you or text you, or it just, I don't know. I think that it would be cool to have the conversation, but it also might be awkward. Like, to sit down and be like, all right, I think we'll be a great fit as far as friends. So these are the things that I'm expecting. Just hand me your list. We'll just exchange, see what we're able to do here. And I'll let you know if I can be the type of friend that you need. And if you can be the type of friend that I need. Or if we're better off as acquaintances. Or, it's just like if I see you, I see you type of thing. I don't know. I think that would be weird. It would be a little unnatural. So, I don't know. You got any suggestions, Brace?
Suggestions for?
How to go about, you the oldest here. So how do we go about letting our friends know our expectations?
Well, from my experience, you just have to set the precedent, set the stage. The easiest course of action is, hey, what do you need as a friend?
Have you ever done that?
Mm-hmm. And then typically they ask you, what do you need? Nobody ever asked me that before. What do you need? Okay, I can do that. Well, that's easy. You don't ask for much. Right. Low maintenance.
And if they don't ask you, eject those see-through. Okay, go ahead.
I was like, most people be low maintenance. Most people be low maintenance. They don't be wanting to bother nobody. Well, maybe I'm low maintenance, so I attract low maintenance friends. So, but even with that, I understand that people, like, we're all adults. Everybody has their own life. Everybody is going through things. From experience, a lot of people's situations that they're going through, a lot worse than mine. And I see that. I empathize with that. And I know how people be feeling I know how I feel when I be going through stuff. So I don't be wanting to talk to nobody. So I don't expect people to always talk to me, because life is still lifing for a lot of people.
But they're not you.
I know. So I asked them if they're okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
But I'm just saying, I don't expect them to.
It's not an expectation.
Yeah, for them to hit me up, because they still have their own life to live.
But you let them know, like, hey, still here.
Call your friends and ask how they doing.
Yeah.
I'm cooling. Most days I just be cooling. Everybody got their own life and their own problems. Life's too short for grudges. Call them. To the girl who got my heart forever over my line. Y'all not ready, man.
May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word of Broadway. But I think that's real though. Like, that's good stuff. I mean, when I did ask, I still gotta send out that question to more people. But asking, like, how can I be a better friend to some people, it was very helpful. It was very helpful. I didn't no pressure to answer right away. Text me back in a week. It's fine. If you don't text me back ever, then I'm going to say I'm doing great.
So I'm just going to keep this gravy train rolling.
I did my part. But, yeah, I think, y'all got any final thoughts?
No, that's all I had.
That was good stuff. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area Podcast.
Grae area, woo! I almost want to tell you to do that again.
I do want to do it again. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area Podcast.
Grae area, woo!
Yes.
I'm Shakoya D.
Bodman Breezenton here.
It's your boy Damani.
And thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Ding.
Also, check out the links in our description. Join our Patreon so you can watch this podcast live as well as other content. And if you like this episode, you're going to love the one that's linked up on the screen. See you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Stay blessed. Stay black, people.
And happy Black History Month.
Yeah.
You say what?
Know yourself. Know your worth. Jukebox, hit me with another jam.
Get on my face. Get on my motherfucking face.
Please.
Push the goddamn button.